What up, people? Welcome back to Lil Rat TV. You guessed it, we are going to be reacting to another banger from Alpha Central. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, push us in the algorithm so that other guys can, see this content and, just be aware of how these modern women operate nowadays in the dating market and so that they could be safe, avoid the plague. Anyways, let's get straight into the video. What you just witnessed right there is a man who grabbed his dignity and his last ounce of self-respect and walked out the door, as he should, because you have to punish bad behavior like that. And for the record, for guys, because one of the things that a lot of guys are very, very confused about is how women move on so quickly, and when they get out of a relationship or they divorce or they break up with a guy, how they're so quick to replace them and how they're able to do that. Well, this is a perfect example. She was already on a dating app making herself available because I promise you she was getting ready to leave him. So there goes your answer. This is why women are able to replace men at such a quick rate, and they get into a relationship immediately, like 2 or 3 weeks after they had been in a relationship and they broke up with you. It's because they already had another guy lined up the whole time. Wow. I mean, she, like I said, women always plan divorces ahead of time. She probably knew that she was going to leave him 3, 6 months ahead of time, but because the vacation was likely planned ahead of time, she made him spend that money, waste all that money, maybe using an excuse of, oh, I want to see if it works again. I just want to give it one more try, knowing that she was going to leave him. I mean, as you can see in the caption, he doesn't know it yet, but I got divorce papers drawn up and we're on our last vacation together. The poor guy doesn't even know that, he's basically his marriage is on its last leg because she probably didn't even communicate that to him. But yeah, this is just an example of the evil world we live in. And when it comes to modern women and being married to them, insane how they operate.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This man divorced his wife after seeing her for the first time on the honeymoon without makeup. I see the difference. I understand. My thing is, Playboy, that was your fault. Yes, it was your fault. Why in the hell would you marry somebody you ain't never seen them before without their makeup on? Why would you do that?
I'm a big believer that two things can be true at once. I mean, the guy in the video reacting to it is very, very correct. Like, that is the guy's fault. Like, you have to, there's no way I'm going to commit, or you as a guy should ever commit to a woman unless you actually know exactly what she looks like when she does not have makeup on, right? We know women, their whole existence is basically a facade, right? You look at it. They have makeup on, right? They have lashes on. They put nails on top of their natural nails. They put hair on top of their natural hair. It's a whole facade to make them look more attractive than they actually are. Is there a problem with that? No, but as a man, you need to be able to be comfortable with how your woman looks when she doesn't have makeup on. And that's an L on the guy's side. But on the other side, that just shows you, again, two things can be true at once: how women exaggerate their beauty and how, you really have to be careful, when you go on dates with women, because I mean, it's happened to me many times, and I know guys watching this video right now, it's probably happened to you multiple times where you wake up next to a woman after bringing her home from a nightclub or something like that, or a bar, and you're looking at you like, wait, is this the woman that I matched with on Hinge? Is this the woman that I matched with on Tinder? So this happens all the time. But yeah, ultimately, that's the guy's fault because he should have known what she looks like before he married her, like what she looks like without makeup. That's a heavy and incredible mistake by the guy right there. He just has to hold that L, and hopefully, she doesn't take half of his money, and he could find a woman that he actually finds attractive, and he actually checks what she looks like without makeup before he actually puts a ring on it. That's crazy.
What dreams do you have that he doesn't support?
Well, I want to be a dancer. I've actually been dancing since we've been separated, but he didn't want me to dance while we were together.
Why didn't you want her to dance?
I mean, she wanted to be a dancer.
Okay. I thought I was like backing up for Britney Spears or something. Well, you should have made that clear.
Yeah,
You should have made that clear. Are you?
Yes.
This is another red pill for you guys, and you have to be careful. Women always obfuscate reality from their words. They always try to obfuscate the reality of their communication. They communicate in something I like to call womanese. Women never ever say what they actually mean. She said that she wants to go into dancing, and the reason why she said dancing is because she knows that if she outrightly says stripping, right, is going to make her look like a 3 or 4, which she probably is. But, I don't wrong the guy, right? He's breaking up with her, or I mean, I'm pretty sure this is divorce court. So he doesn't want to be with her because she's a dancer and she's exposing herself. Things and assets that should only he should see every night are being exposed to men at a nightclub, and that's just unacceptable behavior when you're in a marriage or a relationship. I mean, I don't even know why these women think this is okay. Like, it's not okay to be a stripper or a dancer, whatever you call it, when you're in a relationship. That's just, quite frankly, disrespectful and, just low life behavior.
Show of hands, did TikTok end your marriage too? He left me. But around the time he left me, I started seeing videos of women being treated just so much better. And I started speaking up, and he didn't like that. So, like, I'm pretty sure he left because I got my voice because of TikTok. And recently, my girls told them I was back on TikTok because I took a break. And he didn't seem happy about that. So, TikTok, thanks.
I've been seeing this a lot lately where, women will come online and they'll say, TikTok ruined my relationship or social media ruined my relationship. Listen, you are correct about that. Social media did ruin your relationship, but not in the way that you think that it ruined your relationship. A lot of these women are so unrealistic. And whenever they see people online living these lifestyles, they think, oh, I should be living that lifestyle, not knowing that lifestyles online are a complete facade. And some of these women online showing off these expensive trips and these expensive bags and how their relationship is so great don't actually live those lives, and they're not actually experiencing what they're showing online. But yeah, it's funny how women always say TikTok ruined their relationship when it's just, them seeing another way of people living, and the lack thereof of reality is just crazy in the situation. And she thought that that was her opportunity to talk up and say, oh, these women are getting treated better, these women are going on dates here and there, when they don't understand that that's actually a facade, and women are literally ruining relationships on TikTok. It's crazy how much social media has literally ruined dating.
I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands or boyfriend. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want to break up or that you want a divorce.
Okay.
But I was convinced after they kept pestering me about it, as I was the only one that hasn't done it yet out of the 5 of us. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions their partner had afterwards. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg or make suggestions like my friends' partners had done, but he didn't. We had dinner and we were watching a movie when I told him, I'm not happy anymore, and I think we should get a divorce. He looked at me for a couple of seconds, and I swear, it looked like something broke in his eyes. He got up, walked to our bedroom, and within 10 minutes came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. I tried to stop him, especially after seeing him with his bag packed, and I told him it was just a joke and I didn't mean it. But he basically just brushed me off and walked out. I've tried to get a hold of him, messages, calls, emails, video chats, but he isn't answering me at all. My friends didn't have any real advice and told me to just give him time and that he will get over it. Everything came down on me yesterday when I was served with actual divorce papers.
Oh my God.
It felt like someone slapped me in the face and hit me and continued to hit me. I was and still am in so much pain. I frantically tried to get a hold of him, but all I got back was he has nothing to say and that I should talk to his lawyer.
I am a firm believer that other women keep other women single. And it's crazy how women allow other people to influence their relationships. I mean, why would you? How is this a joke? This is one thing that you should never ever play about in a marriage, and that's talking about divorce. Why would you ever bring that up, even as a joke? I mean, That's just purely disrespectful. And I mean, clearly this guy was not happy, right? He probably wanted to leave. He probably thought that this was his window. He probably saw the opportunity and he left. Which is why you should never ever play around with fire. I mean, what do you think is going to happen if you see a fire and you throw gasoline on the fire? It's just going to get bigger. But it's crazy how women allow other people to influence their relationships, and they'll never ever take advice from their own husband. But anything that their friends tell them to do, they'll do it. Incredible, man. I will stand by this statement all day. Women keep other women single. And it's just crazy how she lost her husband all over a joke. I mean, this is just laughable. He wants nothing to do with her and literally told her to talk to his lawyer. Like, that's crazy. He was over her a long time ago. He just probably saw this as his window of opportunity and said, "Yep, time to kick rocks." I mean, what is these women? The disrespect here. I mean, what does a white dress signify? Right? I've always asked that question. And, from a guy who has been to multiple marriages, my dad was a marriage officer. So I've been to hundreds of weddings, right? The white dress signifies purity. The white dress signifies that you're a clean soul. I mean, these women nowadays might as well just wear a red or a black dress to their weddings, because what they're showing up on, their soul on their wedding days is definitely not a clean one. Because some of the bachelorette parties that I've heard about in the stories, and how these wives cheat on their husbands even before their relationship has started, is just simply incredible. And this is a perfect example. I mean, what did she expect was going to happen? You literally got done by 20 guys the night before your wedding. I mean, that's just incredible. And she had the gall to walk down the aisle in a white dress. Incredible. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching the full video. I mean, I can't express how appreciative I am of that. And it's very important that a lot of guys see this video. So I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, it's very, very important that guys understand the type of women that are out in the dating market today. It's very, very important. It's absolutely paramount. And it's just a reality that a lot of guys just have to, face and understand, and, use it to navigate the dating market. But yeah, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Take care and peace.